At Proctor Public Schools, we're more than just a district. We're a journey. Every day, our teachers, staff, and students work together, building knowledge, confidence, and character mile by mile. From our early learners to our graduates ready for the world ahead, we're fueling curiosity, connecting ideas, and driving innovation, all while keeping our eyes on the horizon. Because here in Proctor, we don't just ride the rails, we are the rails, educating, engaging, and inspiring the next generation to
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome into the Aspire St. Luke Sports and Event Center. Ted Keefe here on the call for the game matchup tonight featuring the Raiders from Greenway High School and the Proctor Rails. We're going to turn this over to in-house PA Fleisch for our starting lineups, our anthem. We'll be back right after that.
The Raiders from Greenway High School against your Proctor Rails. Let's meet the starters for tonight's contest, and we'll start with the visitors from Greenway. Starting in goal, sophomore number 32, Blaine Kelly. On defense, senior number 22, Vinny DiNucci. On defense, senior number 33, Jackson Malum. At a wing, senior number 27, Bryce Nielsen. Also at a wing, senior number 9, Braden Nielsen. Starting at center, senior number 21, Blake Alto. The assistant coach is Mark Jabot. The head coach of the Greenway Raiders is Andy Sertich. And now let's meet the starting lineup for your Proctor Rails. Your goaltender tonight is a senior wearing number 35, Will Posernich. On defense, you've got a senior wearing number 21, Gavin Davidson. Also on defense, he's a senior wearing number 25, Logan Scanlon. One of your wings tonight is a senior that wears number 15, Dylan Densler. Your other wing tonight is a junior wearing number 20, Owen Baker. And your center is a junior that wears number 10, Logan Peterson. Your assistant coaches are Corey Ward, Nate Regas, Howie Sands, and Adam Shikes. Your head coach now in his 6th season is Jeff Laspy.
To honor America, and as a show of respect to the men and women who have given their lives in preserving freedom in this country and throughout the world, we ask that you now rise if you are able. And gentlemen, please remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there.
So there you have it. There's your starting lineups. And real quick, want to thank the Strip Varsity for being here. That's because I've got you turned down. Here, let me get you some volume. Tell me when to stop. Top. How's that? How's that? How's that? Perfect. Want to make sure that for all your scores and stats from this game and others played across the state today, visit Strip Varsity Boys Hockey Hub, the premier online source for Minnesota high school hockey stats, scores, schedules, stories, rankings, recruiting news, and live streams. That's Strip Varsity at stripvarsity.com. Ted, keep it along here with the one, the only John Awesome. Johnny, good to have you here with us for a little while. Let's talk a little bit about these two teams. First, we're going to jump over to the side of Greenway. Greenway, super heavy latent senior team. They come in full seniors, but with a plethora of sophomores that actually, you look at their roster and there's a lot there, but they actually got their start in the varsity and JV world last year. So this is really their second year, even though they're sophomores.
Just a lot of poise, and they've had some experience, and that means so much at the high school level. Getting those reps in, getting those big minutes, and this will be a tough test, no question, for the Rails.
On the other hand, the Rails come in. They graduated 12 seniors last year, and this year, they're sitting not as heavy. They got, I think it's 4 seniors that are starting on the varsity side, and we're about to drop the puck here at the Aspire St. Luke Sports and Event Center, but we want to just finish this up a little bit as Greenway will win the draw it back down into their own defensive zone. And now coming up and around, we'll get back to that other stuff here in a minute. How about that?
Yes.
All right. So back on the end boards, going around to get it is going to be number 33. That's Malm. Malm tries to get it, now taken away. Now going to try to push up is Dunsey. Dunsey can't get it out of the zone, as right there, right all over him is Peterson, the starting line of Densler, Peterson, and Baker for the Rails tonight. And back on that end board, Baker going to try to push it up. Now going to get some help there from Densler. Densler gets it to point now, straight out, and off to the races is going to be number 27, Bryce Nielsen. Nielsen gets it off the end board, going to pick it up. Defensively, Peterson tries to get there and get a body in front. Now off the line. Nielsen, that would be Braden. Back to the other side, Malnick. And the Rails will try to push it up and try to get it out of the zone.
Oh.
And a body played there as trying to clear was Densler. And trying to get in the way was Malnick. And I'm sorry if I'm butchering that. Now good play here on the near boards. Jackson Hardy, line one now out there for the Rails. That's going to be Hardy, Ross, and Yost. Yost, just a freshman, who we'll talk about here in a minute. Now picking this up, Woodman heading back the other side into the offensive zone. Splits the defense, tries to come out to the goalie, and no doing as it gets nicked to the right side. Thought we could have had maybe a penalty there, but nothing going to happen. Now trying to push it out to the front side of the net and unable to do it. And here come the Rails coming back the other way. That was Wesley Paulson, the defenseman. Now he's going to get called for offsides, so we'll take a drop outside the line. So what I was going to say there on the young side is you look at the Rails, graduated 12 last year, and now kind of a lighter young team in almost a rebuild mode, but this team has a couple of freshmen in Yost and others that are going to come up here and do that work.
Jackson Hardy has got some real skills. He's been part of some national development leagues. You got Drew Yost has been doing the same. They are going to be doing a force. They went to the state as bantams in last year, and first time that the Rails have gone to state in a long time. So a lot of good things looking for them. And again, those minutes. Think of these guys as we come up. They're playing some big minutes. Drew Yost got our only goal against Breck.
From Hardy. It was
from Hardy.
There was that piece, right?
There you go.
So
there you go.
The Rails come in 0-1 off a 4-1 loss to Breck. But a very good Breck team that in talking with Coach Laspy before the game said he was there. Now turns, Brecken Ross takes a shot. Oh! It's Brecken Ross off the space, coming right through the mid-slot, gets the rebound off the first shot and buries it and puts the Rails on top, 1-0 here early in the first period.
Part of that senior leadership, we were just talking about that. I mean, Brecken, of course, played with his brother Tanner for years, and now he's kind of the guy, and he's going to have a lot of points this year. It's really good to see a good, strong start in a home opener.
Absolutely. So 1-0, Brecken Ross on the score there. We'll see if we got an assist coming through. And Johnson going to take, pardon me, that is not Johnson. I got to look at the right side. Stewart going to take that draw and win. Now the Rails try to combine. They move back into the defensive zone, now pushing it up. Up off the boards, a little soft, going to be picked up by the senior in Mackey from Greenway. And a little battle on the boards, now going to go deep. Mackey turns around, now able to hold his own as the Rails.
The season at number 7, Bracken Ross. He gets that goal unassisted. Ross unassisted. That goal coming at 3:28 of period number 1.
So nice play there by Eli Mader, feeding it inside. I mean, that's another good line. And those guys are just sophomores. So Eli Mader, Rafe Giswald, again, part of that Bantam.
And Wynn Giswald as well.
Wynn, of course, the senior this year.
That space, right?
Impressive line.
So Mader takes him, was on the face-off, but Greenway wins the draw. But holding the line are the Rails. Rails going to try to come up, tries to dish it up into the slot. There was Mader, and it goes off a couple sticks. Now back to the end board. Skating around to go get it is Mackey for Greenway. Greenway trying to put a body on a Rails player so that they can clear the zone, and looks like they finally do. This is going to be picked up by Parker Stewart. Stewart kind of ups off the glass, try to leave it there for Mader. Mader going to try to get through, but now gets upended. Giswald, that's Rafe. Rafe trying to dance through. 2 bodies on the man and can't get through. Owen Baker now there on the ice on that third line, and a good battle. Good dump stop there by Baker to make sure it stays in the zone. Mackey in the corner to pick it up for Greenway. Greenway just having a hard time getting it out of their own space. And now this one's going to be kicked as Densler tried to get the far ice pass. And now that clears the zone. So Scanlon there. Logan Peterson now going to try to push it through, can't get it through. And here comes Mackey. Mackey's going to push it up, but only gets it out mid-ice after there was a collision right before the line. And we're going to have our first penalty of the evening of an interference. So we're going to have an interference call against the Rails here. That's going to go against number 15. That's Dylan Densler, the senior.
He's a real physical player. Really good football player, too. I think we know that. But he kind of set the tone early with a big hit there with a couple, about 30 seconds in. And he's gets in the way of a lot of people.
So now the Rails will go on the disadvantage here and see if they can fight this off. And they already cleared the zone once. And trying to make something happen there was Nielsen. That's Braden. And then off to his brother Bryce. Now going to be dumped off. And coming in is Danucci. Danucci going to take the far side of the zone, dump it deep. Now coming around far side is Nielsen. The Nielsen brothers. They're twins. Went to college with their mother. So nice to have them in the building. Hi to the Nielsens. Dumping that deep is Danucci.
Go.
Now all on his own. Here comes Ross. Ross going right side to left. Takes a nice little step. Tries to bury the biscuit and not going to get there as on the save was Kelly. Kelly, a great sophomore goalie for the Raiders. Ross, now nice little step there trying to dance around as they get a change. Nice job wasting the time as he is in the offensive zone and eating that penalty up. Now coming back the other side is Nielsen. Nielsen's going to get upended right before the line and then taken. That was Jackson Hardy that knocked him off the puck at the line, and now going to be down on the far end is Mackey again. Leaves it right there for Hardy, and that hits him right in the chest is Kelly, and now going to go far side. Waiting there was number 14, Woodman, and just off pass. Now Woodman has it. Now going to go across ice. Coming to pick it up is number 17, Mandich. Mandich puts it deep in the zone, and out to play it is Pockernick. Pockernick throws it back to the near side, and now going to clear it on an attempt are the Rails with 21 seconds left here in this power play for the Raiders. Rails have done a nice job pressuring a young quality squad here that's really kind of pushing the envelope that we really haven't seen in the last couple years, where it's the young guys coming up and actually making those older guys put the work in.
Really good looking penalty kill here, I'll tell you what.
So full strength are now the Rails. And upended on the far side as they try to clear the puck. Now Ginn, Mason Ginn now going to push that up far side, and here come the Rails again. Densler pushes it. gives this off. Hardy left side, looking for some help as everybody was getting a change. Kind of a little toe drag there to keep the puck. Now stuck in the corner. 4 green jerseys on Hardy, and a penalty coming against the Raiders of Greenway.
Hit him in the back there. Maybe get him for a little cross check. We'll see what happens. But again, Jackson Hardy just so elusive, just such a great skater. His hands are incredible. And then just, I've had the pleasure of watching these kids since they were mites. And
since they had bucks?
Since they had bucks? And I mean, they've just been so fun to watch through Pee-wees and Bantams, and to see them skating with the big club is just a real thrill. I know they're really enjoying their time.
So Mater will take the draw here to start the power play, as going into the box was number 10 Milkic for the Raiders. So now they change that up, and Giswald takes that.
Greenway's number 10, Axel Mikulich. That penalty for tripping. Mikulich tripping. That penalty coming at 6:47, making this a Rails power play.
So Mikulich on the call for the trip, and the Rails will try to start something here on the power play. Had a nice little penalty kill that they just got done with, and coming into the zone are the Rails. That was Parker Stewart that brought it in. That's dropped left right on the doorstep. Good save there by Kelly. Now coming to far side. That's going to be picked up by Giswald, and instead that's going to get all the way down on a nice clear. And back to get that is going to be Gavin Davidson. They tried to clear the zone there with a little bit of help, as Giswald just couldn't get it and fanned on it a bit. Now have a trailer. Now here come the Rails. Rails going to put it up, bank it nice up off the board. Nice job there. It was a nice idea on the pass. We're going to hold the zone there by Mater, and another clear. So Greenway doing just as good a job here at killing off this penalty as the Rails did, and it looks like if we don't do something quick here, it could be an even 0 for 1 on both teams. In is Ross. Ross turns right side, now comes into the slot. Tries to duck it in, tries to go 5-hole.
That's a goal.
And it is in. And another goal for Brecken Ross right through the 5-hole.
Wow. I mean, talk about coast to coast. Brecken Ross, obviously one of the most experienced and strongest players on the ice tonight, and it shows there. That's his second goal this
First
evening.
goal came at the 3:28 mark of the first.
Yes.
And so that one scored on the power play.
Good looking player.
Now Ross will take the draw and draws it back. That's pushed up as Joseph couldn't get there. Now down in the bottom side of the zone. Paulson.
Second goal of the hockey game, number 7, Brecken Ross. He got an assist from number 22, Drew Yost. That's Ross from Yost. That even strength goal
Here
coming
he comes
at 8:07 of period 1.
That was Drew Yost who just whistled one wide. Got a feed there from Jackson Hardy. And
I was writing down a stat as you guys were talking there, and I was listening, and all I heard was the slam of the glass. So
yeah, just missed to make it 3-0 here.
So Logan Peterson to take the draw here for the Rails on the other side. We had 10s going at it, and now on the other side we'll have Woodman, Evan Woodman, a sophomore. The Greenway Raiders have a senior 1 line and a sophomore 2 line, and the sophomores are quite well, just as our youngins are as on the other side. So pick back up. This is Woodman into the zone, and we were going to have an icing, but now no doing. That was Wesley Paulson on the push there in the corner, now pushing up the other side.
Logan Peterson.
Peterson trying to get it to dump, can't get it to go. Going to hold the zone are the Rails. Davidson tried to hold the zone and does. Now into the far corner. Peterson turns, looks into the center slot, had it awaiting Densler, but Densler just wasn't ready for it and was a little off target. Now back to get it. Davidson helps kick it up, and that's going to get deep in the zone. And off to go get that is Logan Peterson. Now Greenway tries to clear it out. They're going to say no ice on that. Oh, they are going to call icing. And that'll be our first icing of the game and move us back down to the other side.
I'd like to give a little shout out to our Rails TV crew tonight. Our students
you want
here.
to thank our students? Give them a thank right there.
I'll tell you what, these are great kids who I know very well. Our director, producer Luke Smith, producer Allison Arpke, camera number 1 down there with Jordan Bierman, Michelle Van Ert right at center ice by our side, Ada Arpke on number 3. And of course, we've got our scoreboard with Angela Skanoka and our tech reporter stats. Is that you?
That's me.
That's you.
That's me.
Mr. Ted.
That's me. Just here doing my thing.
Oh my gosh. So lucky to have you, Ted. You were just do a great job with these kids. And seriously, the production, I think you guys know at home, is top notch. And that's what we do here at the Rails.
So Kelly's going to kick that one behind the net, and as the Rails continue to battle. Mater tries to push it outside, now pushes far left side. Giswold looking for somewhere to go and just gets it off the stick. Now coming back the other way is Stauber. Stauber for Greenway will put it deep into the right side, and going back to get it is going to be Giswold. Wayne Giswold pushes it right side. Now the Rail's going to get it out of the zone and off on the wheels, and going to try to get there was going to be Mater, but that will be an icing, and we'll go back down and try to do this all over again. All right, 6:26. They're going to clear them out on the rail side. Now coming in to take that face-off is going to be Jackson Hardy. Hardy takes the face-off, dumps it to the right side. Now going to go back behind the net where Pockernick calls home. And now here come your Rails. Bounced off the puck by Braden Nielsen was Hardy, as Hardy is giving up a little bit of size to Nielsen. Nielsen, a state track and cross-country runner. Hardy tried to get that right to the middle to Ross and just couldn't get it to connect. And now here come the Raiders. Raiders cross center ice. And Nielsen will get this one deep right off the right side of the net. And going to be there to pick it up is Parker Sport. Ross, gets knocked down, gets knocked off the puck. Nice to see a little bit of growth there in Ross, as one of those knocks off the puck like that would have usually called him to be looking for a penalty. Instead, he stayed with it. Some nice growth in that young man as a senior. And back deep inside the zone by Mollum. And now the Rails will try to reset. Coming up off the board. Can't get there as a late start by Hardy. Now Ross. And right into the waiting pads of Kelly, and going to stay in the zone. Rails have numbers there and nobody in the slot. And taking it over and going back the other side is Woodman. Woodman crossed the blue line. Now was pickpocketed by Hardy.
Oh boy.
Hardy's got Ross, and far side he's got Yost. And Yost tried to come there and get a piece and just couldn't, but holding the line for the Rails was Wes Paulson. Tried to do a little between the leg toe drag, and Hardy lost it as that number 1 line is out there. Now off the body of Yost. Yost going to try to come up through the slot. Nice little drag. Tries to go 5-hole, penalty coming. And I think the Rails are going to go back on the power play, as number 14 for the Raiders, Evan Woodman, a sophomore forward, is going to go to the box.
What a move there by Drew Yost out in front. Great hands. Again, a couple of 9th graders leading that line.
Yeah.
Very impressive.
And if you're watching and not just listening, not only was it one good move, but he had 2 good moves. One was the typical little drag a little higher outside the slot, but then he had that one that was right in the middle of the slot that he had the opportunity to score on. So Peterson will take the draw for the Rails, and Nielsen will take the draw for Greenway.
Slashing has been called on Greenway's number 14, Evan Woodman. Woodman slashing. That penalty was called at 12:23 of period number 1.
So Whitman called for the penalty, and big shot there attempt there by Peterson. Peterson been active on the ice all night tonight so far, and this one's going to be pushed. Densler, that's going to not be able to hold the line as it went off the stick of number 22, Danucci. Pardon me, that was not 22. That would have been Nielsen. And there's a clear so that the Raiders can get a new set of 4 on the ice. And pushing it back down are the Raiders. Another clear. Bryce Nielsen on this puck. Almost pulled it out. Coming down. Here's Peterson. Pardon me, that is not Peterson. That's Giswald. Giswald tries to come up across, but he had Peterson as a good trailer there to try to get past. And now Paulson. And again, a nice clear there by Greenway. Greenway 0 for 1 on the kill tonight. Trying to go 500 here. Giswald, that's Wynn. Wynn comes in the line. He's got help, takes the shot right off the 5 spot. And no, they're going to say whistle blew before the second attempt. But we will get a face-off in the offensive zone for the Rails. Fans Star and Tribute, the Strip Varsity's boys hockey Minnesota top 25 and Dream Team are set to be revealed. Visit stripvarsity.com tomorrow to see which teams and players made the list. Thank you to Strip Varsity for including Rails TV as part of their broadcast network. We are happy to be part of it. Giswald on the face-off, got a piece of it. Now the Raiders have it pinched. Now Giswald going to come up around the back side. Come near side. Looking for help. Dishes this one down. Paulson takes a shot. Nobody there for the rebound. And Greenway will get it up off the glass and get a clear with 21 seconds left here in this penalty. Paulson will get it as he retrieves with help from Ginn. And he tried to push it up to Ginn, but it's a little too hard off the sideboard. And now Paulson again will just take it and push it up out of the zone. Now gives off. The waiting in with Giswald. Giswald's going to take the shot and right out in front. They're trying to clean up the trash, and Kelly's going to hold on to it and say not going to happen, and they're going to go 500 and go 1 for 2 on that penalty kill.
You got to like the push, though. They had it in their zone the whole time and playing them very hard. But you got to give Greenway a little credit.
Yeah.
They're keeping them away and trying to keep it clear out in front of the net and playing really hard. It's really fun to watch.
And Kelly's seeing the puck really well for him tonight and being doing a great job of getting some stops. I mean, the 2 that he's had buried were kind of a 1-2 punch on both of them with a little bit of power by Ross, and the others he's seen very well. Now coming back into the zone, this is Woodman. Woodman's going to drop it deep down into the zone. Brecken Ross, he pushes it top side. Here comes Yost. Yost out of the zone, across the blue line. He's heads up with Malnum, and not there, but held in by the Rails, and that's going to go up off of Malnum, and that's going to go off the glass. Hardy fighting deep for it on the far right corner. Now going to get it pushed up. Skellin trying to get a hold. Now a little body pressure there by the Raiders. Nice job by number 3, Philman, for the Raiders of putting some pressure, but this is Ross again, and he got the pipe. And if he was playing pipe, he'd have all 3. This one's going to be dumped deep and be called for an ice as he let it go before that half stripe line. And we'll come back and get a face-off in the offensive zone with 1:37 left here. First period, live from the Aspire St. Luke Sports and Event Center.
I mean, just constant pressure by Proctor. Shots on goal currently at 18-0 for Greenway. This goalie is holding him in the game. There's no question about it. He's playing a pretty solid game thus far, and they're going to need that to be able to stay in this one because the Rails are buzzing.
So managing the Raiders will get it cleared. And picking it up is Paulson. Paulson now going to turn it back to the other side. Now has to get it back as falling off his skates was Zayden Oliver. Paulson has Oliver now. Oliver going to take that shot. Now it's going to go off the arm of Stauber. And here come the Raiders. But nice job there by Peterson. But pushing it up for the Raiders is Hammer. Hammer pushes it deep. There's a good sports name, Hammer.
Yeah.
Hammer. Yeah. So 1 minute left here, and here comes Paulson. Or pardon me, Peterson. Peterson and does. Peterson on the one-timer gets it through and gets what looked to be a double tap rebound almost. As he had the first shot, Kelly came out, got a piece of it, got it right back and buried it.
You know, and that would be your starting quarterback for our football team, too. He's obviously has some great hands, and that was a really nice play by Logan Peterson.
I just need this back because where I'm writing my goals.
Yes.
So Peterson on the goal. We'll see if there's any kind of an assist there with 49 seconds left. We'll see what the Rails will do here if they keep that pressure on with the
Rails, his first goal of the season, number 10, Logan Peterson. He gets that goal unassisted. Peterson unassisted at 16-10.
So Peterson drives in, dumps it off, takes a shot, bounces the round, gets the rebound, and puts it back in. And the Rails now lead Greenway 3-0. And that one's going to go in as well as it goes in and out. And that's going to be a goal for the Rails.
There goes Mason Ginn. He just roughed it. Got a really nice feed from Rafe Giswald and just buried it top shelf.
So number 4, Mason Ginn, the senior defenseman. We'll see if you said Giswald on the assist.
I believe that was Rafe Giswald on the assist, yes.
So 12.5 seconds left here in the period, and the draw is won by the Rails. Going to be pushed forward by Parker Swart. And trying to hang on is
number 4, Mason Ginn. He got an assist on that goal from number 13, Wynn Giswald, and number 18, Rafe Giswald. That's Ginn from Giswald and Giswald. That goal coming at 16:47 of period number 1. Saves in that first period for Blaine Kelly from Greenway, 16. For Will Posernich for the Rails, 0.
So there you have it. There's your stats for the first part. You know, let's just before we send it to commercial, you know, let's just talk a little bit about this team. You know, one of the things we didn't get to cover before the game started was that, you know, talking with both coaches, you know, they sit there and they're, you know, this is a big section matchup, you know, and they talk about the I-Falls. You know, a lot of the people in the state not giving, you know, I-Falls, Proctor, or Greenway kind of a sniff in that section piece of where they might be. And every one of those 3 teams trying to hope that they're going to be that 4 seed and have a home game, a home playoff seed. And when you look at it right now, you know, this is an important win for the Rails to get as they go, you know, get ready for the next 2 periods of hockey.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, they just got to keep applying the pressure. You know, there's some games coming up that are going to be really big tests for us. Which I think in the long run is going to do nothing but help them in the section playoff run. You know, realistically, Ted, I'd love to see them make it back to Amsoil again.
Yeah.
You know, I think that's kind of the goal. We know that these freshmen, these sophomores, you look, I was just counting them up, I think we have 6 seniors on this team. And so you look at the future and what we're building here, but they're going to do some damage this year.
Yeah.
And as we saw, I mean, they outshot Greenway 20-0, and Greenway's a good hockey team. Greenway can play.
Yeah, and the thing that you got to look at is, you know, we talk about that senior leadership, right? And yeah, we've got 6 across the board, but I mean all the respect in the world when I say this. Take Brecken Ross out of it, and how many non-underclassmen names did we just say through the first 17 minutes of hockey?
100%.
So that's that piece where, you know, talking with Coach Laspy is he's looking at these young cats that are coming up and really giving a push and in like really like saying, okay, it's our time. Let's go and let's use these seniors to help propel us. But let's make sure that we're using this season for everything we need so that when we get to next year as well, we're not only building off of this year, but we're saying, look what we did last year, and we're going to stay there and go higher.
Sure. You know, and I mean, obviously our goaltender hasn't been tested at all.
Yeah.
But as we found out with AJ a couple years ago, hot goaltending can take you a long way. And, you know, I'm not counting this team out for anything.
Not a chance.
They're just a really, really fun team to watch. Just the association in general, the numbers.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, the things that they're bringing, huge numbers.
Huge.
Just really great coaching. A lot of older players who really know the game are coaching these kids to the peewees and the mites and the bantams, coming all the way up. And that's what's really going to make this tradition really strong. And as you look at what the bantams are doing right now, they had to, you know, if Hardy and Yost were on that bantam team right now,
oh boy,
they would be
but
definitely looking to.
But the best thing that could have happened there, though, was that Hardy and Yost aren't. Because now they got to learn how to be those leaders and play hockey.
Right.
Without just being able to dump it to those two.
Right.
Right. So that's going to make this team even that much better when we get to that space.
Oh, 100%. Just there's a lot of great talent there. So it's very exciting to watch. Let's talk about the Mirage for a sec.
Well, let's go to break first.
We'll go to break.
And then we'll come back. So we're going to take a break here from a couple of our sponsors. We'll be back right after this. Am I muted?
Family owned and operated, Troy's Service Center is a full service shop with experienced ASC certified technicians. We understand that getting your car fixed or buying new tires can be overwhelming. At Troy's, we handle every repair with accuracy and integrity and back it up with a 2-year, 24K nationwide warranty. From oil changes and tires to major repairs, Troy's Service Center is here for all your automotive needs. Honest advice to help maintain the life of your vehicle. Troy's Service Center, Proctor.
Team delivers the best experience in hearing healthcare, and through our we believe in helping each other to be better, to live fuller, and hear more. Our knowledgeable team delivers the best experience in hearing healthcare, and through our individualized approach that combines cutting-edge practices with the latest technologies, we keep you connected. Audiology Concepts. You'll love what you hear.
Proctor Pizza and Sub Shop. Proctor Pizza offers baked pizza, unbaked pizza, subs, tacos, wraps, salads, tater tots, nachos, burritos, and more. Proctor's local family business for over 35 years. Proctor Pizza offers brand new monthly specials, such as the taco pizza, bacon cheeseburger pizza, Hawaiian pizza, and more. Proctor Pizza.
Wittes Trailer Sales in Esco is your leader for trailer sales, maintenance, and repair in the Northland. With brands such as Aluma, Look, Pace, and more, we have a trailer for every need. Don't forget, we also sell and install snowplows for all vehicle types. Searching for a Mahindra tractor? We have you covered with over 8 different models in stock and ready to tackle projects of all sizes. Wittes Trailer Sales in Esco, where customers become friends.
Hi, I'm Dr. J with Audiology Concepts at the Grand Rapids, Minnesota location. I have so many patients who tell me I wish I would have come in sooner because I thought it was just a simple miscommunication here or there, or that the TV just needed to get turned up. Most people with hearing loss in the United States don't have a really severe hearing loss. It's more of a mild to moderate hearing loss, and it happens so gradually over time, you might not even notice it happening. So when you come in, you not only have a really great opportunity to give you an update on the status of your hearing, but also to have a conversation about how to protect your hearing.
And welcome back to the Aspire St. Luke Sports and Event Center. Ted Keevan along with John Awesome on the call. Your score 4-0. The Rails from Proctor lead the Raiders of Greenway. 6:40 left here, intermission number 1. Real quickly, I got to get to where it is. For your scores and stats from this game and others played across the state today, visit Strib Varsity Boys Hockey Hub, the premier online source for Minnesota high school boys hockey stats, scores, schedules, stories, rankings, recruiting news, live streams, and more. That's Strib Varsity at stribvarsity.com. And again, thank you to Strib Varsity for making Rails TV part of their host family, if you will, allowing us to bring our broadcast into your home. Hopefully you were enjoying it. But before we went to break, we were going to talk a little bit about the Mirage. The Mirage off to a nice start here this season as well. So, John, go ahead.
Yeah, well, just speaking of Strib Varsity, I mean, that game they broadcast across the state on Friday.
Yeah.
The Mirage beat a always very competitive Orono team from the cities here. 4-1, I believe, was the final.
Yeah, was the final, yeah.
Proctor Senior Surrey
Langley
just had a great game again. And it was just really fun to hear that they went. I wasn't able to be at the game, but I got some updates, and they're looking strong. They've had played a really tough schedule thus far. They played Edina, they played Warroad, they played Rosso, they played Orono, and those are all really, really good teams. I think they're 2-2 currently. Yep. They lost to Edina, 2-1. Edina, of course, is probably a good bet to be there at the state tournament at the AA level. And I was at that game, and to watch them skate and play and compete was just, they can skate with anybody.
Yeah, and there again, as we start talking about the Rails, right, that's a young team. But, Coach Stauber, Emma Stauber, does a great job of reloading and not rebuilding, reloading, yes. And making sure that, there's that balance across the board. I had an opportunity to talk with Emma about her team and, just the changes that they've had to make where they've got some really young defensemen that they wanted to bring in defensively, and so they had some upperclassmen defensemen that they had to move to those wing and forward spots, and it's been a little bit of a transition, but you're starting to see that change happen. Those knowing where their lanes are, knowing where they're supposed to be, depending on what happens. Because no matter what anybody thinks, hockey is just not a game of rushing around, and you have places that technically you're supposed to be, depending on whether it's on their face-off, whether you're in a power play, a penalty kill, whatever. And watching those old D that are very defensive-minded, which I had a great talk with her about that part, because I love the defense-minded offensive player. Because boy, I tell you, they are no problems to get back there, no problems to go help, and they like to follow that shot.
It takes a lot of discipline.
It really does.
And it takes a lot of practice. And obviously, when you're a forward, of course you want to try to go back and help, but no, you got to hang out. Yeah. You got to wait for the puck up there, let the D do their job. Certainly support when absolutely necessary, but that's part of the big part of coaching, is coaching these kids where to be on the ice and when. And, given the skill level, I'm just looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Proctor kids with Mirage gear on who are playing there. They're learning it at the Bantam level. They're learning it at the Pee Wee level. It's really, really great to see the U12s, U14s, and that's what's made that they're a powerhouse. I expect them to definitely have a good run this year, and I would expect that we would be going to this state this year. I would
think so.
That's not too much of a bold prediction.
No,
but a lot of work to do before then. And again, it's November.
Right, and that's that piece, right? In essence, and you tell me, because you played high school hockey as I did, to me there's 3 seasons of high school hockey. There's the first half of the regular season, which is like that comfort, that feel, that peace, that especially when you got younger players coming up to blend in with your older players. Then you've got the real season in that second season of okay, now we're going to go make our seating spots so we can get that home. And then you got the run for state.
Yep, I mean that's you put it best. You do break it down to 3 seasons. Right now, let's try to do some of those fundamental things that we're talking about. Try to practice those things so that by the time we get to late January, February, we're making that playoff push, and here comes Greenway.
Greenway hits the ice here on the horn. 1:46 left. Well, hey, Johnny, I know that you've got to take off because you got other things going on, but I want you to know we appreciate you stopping in, being part of Rails TV, jumping on with us, and know that you are welcome anytime.
I appreciate that, Mr. Ted. Thank you so much.
Appreciate you,
We'll
brother.
see you at school tomorrow, my friend.
I will hopefully be there.
All right, adios.
Adios. Thanks, John. Appreciate you. So that was John Awesome, high school principal, Proctor Public Schools, and Edina alum. I had to throw it in there before he got out of here. So if you're just tuning in, the goal started at the 3:28 mark where Brecken Ross unassisted and a full-strength goal. Got a power play goal from Ross just a little while later with an assist from Yost. Later got Peterson that got the goal at the 16:10 mark. And then to close out the first half at the 16:47 mark at full strength was Ginn from Giswald and Giswald. Let's see, a couple things I wanted to touch base on here before we get too deep into the piece starting. You know, again, had a chance to talk with Coach Lasby. You know, he talked about last year, you know, it was a kind of a different story. You know, they had large goals that they wanted to meet, but, you know, they had some things that they had to do. You know, their forward, I asked him to kind of tell us, you know, where the weakness was last year. And he said, you know, those forwards were really their strength. And the defense and the net, you know, they kind of came up behind. And, you know, he said it's a little bit different this year where, you know, with that speed of that youth, that they're really getting a different gameplay from that the defensive side of the puck. So one of the reasons you're seeing a little bit of the pressure that you're seeing here, you know, this year he's looking at, you know, that growth, you know, that young, you know, from D back, especially in the pipes as, you know, Pockener's not young but had his piece, and we are underway here, second period action, and the Rails will win the draw. You know, talk about the youth. He talked a lot about the youth pushing the older group and making sure that, you know, they stay focused and they kind of push it through, which he thought was really a weird thing because normally it's not that youth that's pushing that side. It's usually the other way around. So get back into Moat here. Held onto the line as trying to get it cleared. Alto, one of the senior captains on that first line, trying to push it out, holding against the boards. In the offensive zone. Now going to be able to push this out. Mellum. But that's going to be into the waiting hands of Zayden Oliver. Oliver gets it nice and deep as the Rails now come into the offensive zone. Losing the puck was Mellum. Now that's a shot on net, or a shot towards it by Yost. Now going to be drug away. And big running hit there by Paulson as he tried to come in with the puck, knocked off it. But now into the zone is Hardy. Hardy comes in left, right, takes a shot, takes it up off the right shoulder of Kelly. Kelly now pushes it into the corner, and Yost there to try to pick it up, but now going to get back behind, and Kelly's going to freeze it on the right side of the cage. Kelly, the sophomore goaltender for the Greenway. Greenway coming in 1-1 on the season. The Rails coming in 0-1 on the season here way early, as you heard John Awesome and I talking. I do want to make sure that a huge thank you to our students here. We'll get it after. Taking the draw is going to be Bryce Johnson for Greenway. And that was Hardy that took it for the Rails. Now back to Hardy on the board. Going to go far side. This is Ginn. Ginn tried to go center. Now Ross picks it up. Ross now going to take it back down low. Going to tuck it away. Now going to come back to the outside. Now pushes his way in. That was for Ginn trying to get the tip. And Kelly was there to get a piece of it. Ross holds the zone. Tries to kick it back down. Now it's going to be picked up by Greenway. No, on the hustle was Hardy. But Hardy can't hang on to it in the zone, but now going to be able to corral it the other way. This one, errant pass, center ice. Picked up by Woodman. Now off the puck is Woodman and back the other way. 2-1 here on, 2-on-1. Now Ross will settle things down and go off the skate back into the offensive zone. Nice little step drop. Now Turds takes a shot. That's going to go off the heel of Mandich, and now into the far corner. And holding the zone off the catch is Davidson. Davidson going to keep it deep. And now pushing it up. Mackey. His pass was intended. His pass intended for Manich, and that's going to go all the way down, and we'll have an icing. (14:29) here, second period. Your score 4-0. Taking the draw for the Raiders is Alto and Mater for the Rails. That's a good first shot attempt there by Greenway. Now they hold the zone. Coming through. This is Nielsen. Nielsen knocking him down. Now into the high slot. That's a good job there taking the body. Taking one right to the breadbasket was Gavin Davidson, senior defenseman. Peterson pushes it far side. Now going to tip it out of the zone was Giswald, and not going to be able to get there in time was Wynn, and that'll be an icing. Wynn Giswald looked like he could have almost hurt himself on that. And we'll go back down the other side, and Greenway will have a face-off in the offensive zone. Molkovich on the draw. And Mater for the Rails. Malkovich wins it, draws it back. This is to Nielsen. Nielsen takes a shot, and right there is Pockernick. So 22-2 your shots in favor of the Rails. Is this in your way? I'll move it for you. So same draw set up, and now this is going to be pushed up. Giswald. Now Giswald get it back as trying to push it back out of the zone was Mackey. This is into the slot. Nice lift of the stick there by DiNucci. And that's going to go up and off the back net, and we'll have a face-off in the offensive zone for the Rails. So the officials trying to get these guys to line up, and we'll swap out players on the Greenway side. Greenway wins another draw, and that's going to be deep to Mackey. Mackey tries to push it up and around and still has it, but now has it taken away by Peterson. Peterson pushes right side behind the net, but on his way to get it is Densler. Densler goes down, and no call, but they're going to hold the zone. And now it's going to go high off the glass, and now on the wheels is going to be Scallion. That's Logan. Logan gets it, now gives it off to Paulson. Paulson now moves it up into the zone. Back off to Paulson. Looking for some help. Tried to dump it off to Peterson, but got in the way was a Greenway stick of number 10, Milkovich. Now Greenway putting on a little more pressure here in this second, as they didn't see a shot on net in the first and now have 3 here in the early goings. And that's going to get out of the zone. And we got an offsides, not yet. And now we'll have an ice as long as it doesn't touch the pipe, and it doesn't. And there it is. As you're watching, if you're watching from home, you might notice we don't have the traditional red nets that we've always had here. The Rails have decided to go to a green cage with the white net. So no red nets for the Rails here. Swart takes it up around the far side. Now has to go back and get it, as defensively there was Hammer. Hammer pushes it up. Now here come the Rails. This is Yost. Yost draws through. Now moves left. Coming to his right, takes a shot. That's going to get up off the edge. Right there is Hardy. Hardy's going to try to get it back, and does. Now turns left side against the boards, looking middle. Oh, right there was Ross with a big miss. This one gets through, and Ginn takes a shot. And looks like the net off the peg, so whistle blown as Ginn took just a rifle of a shot to try to get there. Ginn's already got one on the board tonight, was looking for his second. Ginn, Swart, Ross, Hardy, and Yost, your 5 on the ice for the Rails. Let's see. See if I can get you. It's Alto Nielsen. Ross will pick this up off the sideboard. Looking. Dumps it down low. Oh, nice feed there from down low. Hardy. It's like these guys have been playing together forever, as you've got a senior and 2 freshmen playing on that first line. Now having the puck taken away, but that's going to get down almost midway. Can Yost keep it in? No, but Hardy can. Hardy quick, fast, and now that's going to get out of the zone. And now making the attempt is going to be Bryce Nielsen. Nielsen dumps it in the zone, gets up and around. He's got Braden, his brother, there in the corner as well, but getting there. That's going to hit top side. Hardy, he's got wheels. Now loses it, but they're saying onside. He was looking for a little help. Now it's going to get knocked out, but that's picked up by Davidson. Far side. Aller had knocked it back. Now this is put in the middle. Oh, that was almost through, and Ross would have had a third one, but no doing, say the Raiders. This one going to go in the far corner. Hardy on the wheels, trying to look for somewhere to go. Gives it off. Yost there. Yost knocked off the puck and going to clear the zone are the Raiders. Raiders going to get a change. And that's a puck in, and oh, that does hit off the top of the glass, not the net, so that's going to stay in play. Oh, nice interception there by Stauber. Stauber's going to give it off right side to the captain and Nielsen. Nielsen going to dump it deep as he's got pressure on him there by Giswold. Back into the zone. Oliver trying to get somewhere, gives this off to Giswold. That's Wynn. Wynn back behind the net. Now going to come back to the top side is Rafe. Rafe pushes it in the slot. Looking for help. Takes the shot. A little late on the shot is Giswold. If he fires that right away, it might be in a different story, but just couldn't get it off and up into the stuff. So 10:03 here left, second period. And again, Greenway on the will win the draw, but holding the zone are the Rails, and that's going to be a quick shot there by Paulson, and Kelly right there on the advantage. So big hit there on the board near side here. And here come the Raiders. That one's just going to be out of touch. And being able to hold the zone is going to be Philman. Philman back down there, down low with Paulson. Paulson and Philman battling. That's going to be pushed out. Right there is Pockernick. Pockernick pushes it back. Paulson going to try to way to get it. Now pushes it up to Giswold. Giswold looking to clear and does. And now here comes Rafe. Rafe's got help far side. Takes the shot, and there it is. And Giswold with the goal here in the goings of the second period. Giswold takes the pass from Paulson, far side, way deep in the zone, goes all the way up, cuts in, had help, defense trails over, and Rafe takes the shot, and it is a goal. So again, Greenway will win the draw to start things out, and Nielsen did it nice and deep. Both Nielsen brothers out there on the ice. They've got help with Alto coming up and around, and now here come the Rails. Giswold, Wynn, gives off right side.
To Rails, his first goal, number 18, Rafe Giswold. He got an assist from number 13, Wynn Giswold, and number 27, Wes Paulson. Giswold from Giswold and Paulson.
And that's going to be his first goal, but I believe the one that we just got again is going to be his second goal. Not sure at what time that was on that first one, But I think they're going to give, Giswold got the second one as well here. And now coming up is Peterson will be on the faceoff. And again, winning the draw is Greenway. So we'll wait to hear if Giswold had both of those back-to-back. And we'll go.
Scoring for your Proctor Rails, his second goal of the hockey game, number 18, Rafe Giswold. He got an assist from number 13, Wynn Giswold, and number 17, Eli Mader. That's Giswold from Giswold and Mader. That even strength goal coming at the 8-minute mark.
So Giswold at the 8-minute mark puts in his second one from Giswold and Mader. And now back to work and off to the races. This is Nielsen. Nielsen all alone takes it, goes right hand, go backhand, and on it is Pockernick. Pockernick had to move to his right as Nielsen tried to come through. Goes backhand and just couldn't get enough of it, and to get it up over Pockernick, and Pockernick right there to make the stop. And your score sits at 6-0 in the 8:32 mark here of the second period. I hate to say it, but again, Greenway wins the draw. That was Mullen trying to push it towards the slot, but no one there to help redirect. And now coming up and around and getting beat on was Oliver. And being able to hold the zone are the Raiders now out. And now the Rails will try to push it up the other way. And Paulson, big elbow there by Hammer. And that's going to go all the way down. And the Rails will kind of settle down here, and now it looks like going to be a little bit of a push. This is Yost. Yost moves left, right, comes down, now goes, oh! He gets taken out by the goalie, but if he stays on his feet, he's got a backhand there, and that's in a wide open backdoor cage that he would have scored on no problem. While we're under a little bit of a break here, want to make sure that we thank our students that we have working with us tonight. Our director, Luke Smith, our producer, Allison Arpke. On our cameras, we got Jordan Bierman, Michelle Van Oort, Ada Arpke, and on our score widget, Angela Sunoka. What? Did I do it wrong? That's right, I didn't. Malcolm trying to get through there. The Rails beating on there. That was Hardy, but Hardy couldn't get it to go through as Kelly's right there waiting. Yost pushes it. Hardy tries to push it into the slot down low. Edge. Now push to the right side as Ross tried to get there, and Mullen will push it all the way down. And that'll be an icing, and we'll get a face-off in the offensive zone. So if there's anybody at home that knows me, that's listening to the broadcast, if you could please shoot me a text, let me know how our audio sounds and stuff like that. That would be great. Face-off in the Raiders zone. That's won by the Rails. Now push the right side. Paulson couldn't get it to go as 2-7 versus 2-7. And trying to take the shot and trying to get that third was Giswold, and that one got blocked. Going to have to step up and hold the zone are the Rails. That's Mader, and he does with a little bit of help of Wynn Giswold. Wynn in the corner, now stops, turns back, drops it back down into the waiting Mader. Mader now going to push it back up to the point as taking the break. Turns and fires at Giswold. That one almost gets by, but right there to be able to get the paddle was Kelly. And now the Raiders will clear the zone. Back into the offensive side come the Rails with Wynn. Wynn Giswold gives it off the wall, pushes it deep. Right there was waiting was Brother Rafe. Now holding the zone again are the Rails. The Rails doing a great job holding the offensive zone. Up off the glass trying to hold and does. And now turning it inside is Wynn. Wynn drops it off to Rafe. Rafe goes backhand right side and not there, but that one does go in. And that's going to go to Eli Mader. Mader with the goal at the 6-minute mark here. We'll see if both brothers get an assist or if it just stays with Mader. So the Rails starting to pour it on a little bit. 7-0 here, 6 minutes left here in the second period. Very cool. Thank you for the updates, those of you at home, about the audio and the great camera work. So thank you for that as well to our camera crew. And the Rails are going to try to hold the zone again, and they do. Densler.
Goal of his career, number 17, Eli Mader. He got an assist from number 18, Rafe Giswold, and number 13, Wynn Giswold. That's Mader from Giswold and Giswold. That even strength goal coming at the 11-minute mark of period 2.
So there you hear it, the 11-minute mark being Mader from Giswold and Giswold, and big save there by the pipe for the Rails as the Raiders put a big push on there and able to get the help from the pipe was Pockernick. This one turns inside, big fired shot by Peterson. That goes high and left, and the Rails will continue to try to hold that zone. Now out of the zone, but picked up by Oliver. Oliver going to push it over to the far side to Densler. Densler looking for the offensive zone and gets it and puts it into the waiting breadbasket of Kelly, and we'll have a face-off in the offensive zone. And holding the zone are the Rails, and that's a good dig. Yost turns, fires right side. That would have went off, but going to be hauled in by Kelly, and that's where it'll stay. Another offensive draw here for the Rails. Clean game so far. If you weren't with us in the first, we've only got two penalties to talk about. We got an interference and a tripping, one aside interference for the Rails, tripping on the Raiders. Otherwise, been a pretty clean game, and pushing this one deep is going to be Oliver. Oliver gets it deep, now picked up by Yost. Yost going to try to drag it around, can't do it, but it picked up again on the backside of the board by Ross. Nice little step move by Ross. Ross going to drop it off to Yost. Yost going to look for help. Yost almost loses it out of the zone, but there to help pick it up was Paulson. This is going to go right side. Pardon me, that was not Paulson, that was Davidson. And Hardy will lose the handle on it, goes out of the zone, and have to try to work it back in, and does is Yost. Yost takes the shot, puts it right into the chest of Kelly, comes right back out, tries for the rebound, but can't hand it. Another shot, that one's going to go just wide by Oliver. Nice power shot, and we're going to go all the way down, and this should be an icing and bring it back into the offensive zone. 3:47 left here, second period. Hockey fans, Trib Varsity Boys Hockey Minnesota Top 25 Dream Team are set to be revealed. Make sure you visit stribvarsity.com tomorrow to see which teams and players made the list. That's stribvarsity.com. So here we go, face-offs, 3:47 left here, and the Rails win the face-off in the offensive zone. Oh, but can't pick it up, and here's Nielsen. Nielsen off to the races, but that's going to be put. Oh, I thought it was going to go out of play, but it does stay in play as Nielsen working his butt off over there. That's Braden Nielsen, one of the Nielsen twins from Greenway. And knocked off the puck was Mader. And now the Rails will push it around. This is going to be picked up right off the boards by Giswold. Giswold dumps it back deep, but Paulson's right there to go try to go get it. Paulson can't get it. Malsom pushes it up. And out to get it is going to be Ginn. That's Mason Ginn. And now Paulson pushes it up. Giswold. Now Giswold gives it off. This is Mader. Mader inside to Giswold. And that's going to be turned over. And here comes Bryce. This is Bryce Nielsen. And he's going to try to come up and around the edge. Nielsen turns it in towards off the bunch. And now turning back the other way is Mader. Is Giswold. Giswold into the offensive zone. Try to go wide, but off the wall and taken out by Mackey. That's going to hit the net, and we'll get a face-off in the offensive zone. Greenway wins the draw. It's off the side, near sideboard, and now going to be picked up by the rails at center ice. Scanlon turns it, looks it, turns it in, and knocked off the puck was Peterson. Swart tries to go hard off the wall to make something happen, but can't. But here's Philman. Philman for Greenway. Now taking the shot was Woodman, but able to hold the zone is Mackey, but not any longer as that is taken away. And here comes the rails. Baker pushes it far right side, but unable to hang on to it is Densler. Swart tried to put it out front, and it does get out front, but not able to hang it is Baker, as that one just goes wide of the cage. And here come the Raiders, as I thought they were going to skate it out. They did not, and it'll be an icing, and it'll come back into the offensive zone. Quick thank you to our sponsors as we let you watch a little bit of hockey. The Reed Foundation, the Rails Endowment for Academic, Art, and Athletic Development, Irving Community Club Polling for Kids, Tamarack Building Supplies on Highway 53 in Hermantown, Heritage Window Door, Superior, Wisconsin, Wittes Trailer Sales and Esco, Stream Dudes. For all your streaming needs, streamdudes.com. Great Lakes Office Solutions, the Rob and Barb Shaler Charitable Foundation, Nemadji Golf Course, Audiology Concepts with 6 locations in Duluth, Grand Rapids, Forest Lake, Cambridge, Edina, and Burnsville, Proctor Pizza and Sub Shop, Main Street, Proctor, and Troy Service Center, Main Street, Proctor as well. Thank you to all of our sponsors, our students, and to Strip Varsity for all that you guys do so we can bring these broadcasts to our fans. Ross on the far board now. Drops that for Yost. Yost has to pick it up and gets it off to Hardy. Hardy going to come up top circle, looking for somewhere to go. Eyes looking. Now dumps it off. Shot taken and right into the bread basket. Has a shot taken there by Gavin Davidson. And able to hang on to it is Kelly. 1:04 left here, second period. Puck is dropped, and Ross will pick it up off the faceoff. He turns outside towards the board, come up and around, and then takes the shot, fires, and looking for the hat trick is Ross. Pardon me, this is Yost. Yost takes a shot. That one's going to go far and wide, and picking it up on the far side and knocking it back down is Davidson. Davidson back now. Ross comes far side. Back to Ross. Ross going to look to cut in at the circle, and that gets knocked off his stick, but picked up there by Davidson. Davidson takes a shot, goes wide. Malnum really putting a body to Yost, the freshman, and Ross really trying to make something happen. Malnum is a senior, and this is going to be picked up, and here comes one of the captains. This is Braden Nielsen. Nielsen gets it up across the line, and now he'll get a change as he gets it deep and leave his brother Bryce on the ice. And we're going to go back the other way. Nice job as trying to pick that up with the clock expiring was Hardy. Hardy was going to try to get one to go before the buzzer, but can't, and that's where we'll leave it. 7-0. The Rails lead the Raiders.
Lane Kelly, 14 for a two-period total of 30. For Rails goaltender Will Posernich, 5 for a two-period total of 5.
So there are your numbers. What we're going to do is we're going to take a break. We're going to hear from all of our sponsors. When we come back, we'll let you kind of see the sights here at the Aspire St. Luke Sports and Event Center. Then we'll be back right before tip-off with some stats and get ready for third period action. You're listening to Rails TV broadcast right here on Strib Varsity. We'll be back right after this.
Can't hear the TV? Need to protect your hearing? Audiology Concepts connects patients to their lives again by offering ear cleanings, providing earplugs for protection in loud environments, and helping people get hearing aids. Audiology Concepts also offer hearing evaluations, verification of hearing aids, and hearing aid repairs. There are 7 different locations across Minnesota and Wisconsin. Audiology Concepts.
I chose Heritage Window and Door because of their reputation and because of their renewal Anderson windows that they have. And their workmanship was fantastic.
I'm so impressed.
Your home is your largest investment. Don't waste your money on cheaper windows. These are the best. It's my money, and I'm going to spend it where it's going to do me the best good, and it happened to be Heritage Window and Door.
They really know how to treat a customer.
This has been an excellent experience.
For years, Troy's Service Center has been the go-to auto repair shop in the Proctor community. Quality and efficient repairs make it more convenient to have your vehicle serviced. Troy's has always been for the community. That's why they have been favored by Proctorians alike. But don't just take our word for it. Check out the many reviews on their service. Troy's Service Center can ensure that your vehicle keeps your life driving forward for years to come. Troy's Service Center has been servicing and repairing vehicles for 3 generations. To contact Troy's Service Center, call 218-642-3322 or visit troyservice.com.
Family owned and operated, Troy's Service Center is a full-service shop with experienced ASE certified technicians. We understand that getting your car fixed or buying new tires can be overwhelming. At Troy's, we handle every repair with accuracy and integrity and back it up with a 2-year, 24K nationwide warranty. From oil changes and tires to major repairs, Troy's Service Center is here for all your automotive needs. Honest advice to help maintain the life of your vehicle. Troy's Service Center, Proctor.
We believe in helping each other to be better, to live fuller, and hear more. Our knowledgeable team delivers the best experience in hearing healthcare, and through our individualized approach that combines cutting-edge practices with the latest technologies, we keep you connected. Audiology Concepts. You'll love what you hear.
Nemaji Golf Course and Greensview Grill is your home for winter golf. We offer 2 state-of-the-art simulators to practice your swing, perfect your technique, and enjoy hours of fun on a huge selection of courses for any level of golfer. With cutting-edge technology that feels like the real thing, our simulators are the ultimate golfing experience. Check out our full menu and huge drink selection in the Greensview Grill. For breakfast, lunch, and dinner, our outstanding staff has something for every diner. Come out and visit us today or book your simulator time at nemajigolf.com.
Proctor's Reed Foundation was established to enable life-enriching academic, art, and athletic activities which cannot rely on traditional funding in the Proctor School District communities. Reed has provided grants for the Imagination Library, numerous sports teams, Rails TV, A Night to Shine, the Playground for Everybody, and most recently, Reed helped the Proctor Fire Department invest in life-saving handheld thermal devices. Visit rea3d.org to learn more about how you can support Reed and help your community.
Wittes Trailer Sales in Esco is your leader for trailer sales, maintenance, and repair in the Northland. With brands such as Illuma, Look, Pace, and more, we have a trailer for every need. Don't forget, we also sell and install snowplows for all vehicle types. Searching for a Mahindra tractor? We have you covered with over 8 different models in stock and ready to tackle projects of all sizes. Wittes Trailer Sales in Esco, where customers become friends.
Who will our next generation be? What will they achieve? At Proctor Public Schools, we see great things in the future as we create an environment to educate, engage, and inspire our students to seek adventure, gain knowledge, and make a difference. What do we see in the next generation? We see greatness. Proctor Public Schools. Don't just plan to graduate. Graduate with a plan.
Who will our next generation be? What will they achieve? At Proctor Public Schools, we create an environment to educate, engage, and inspire our students to seek adventure, gain knowledge, and make a difference. Proctor Public Schools. We see greatness in our students and great things for their future. we educate, engage, and inspire.
Why just plan to graduate when you can graduate with a plan? Here at Proctor High School, we know there's more than one track to graduation, and we want to provide opportunities for every student to grow and succeed. As high school students, we crave real-world, authentic experiences. And when we are interested in what we're learning, we feel more empowered to build the skills we need for what comes next. There's a transformation happening inside Proctor High School that is making way for a new approach to how we think about and plan our academic career. It's called Proctor Pathways, and it's just the ticket to exploring and aligning our interests with future career and education opportunities. A pathway is a series of courses we can take to be more prepared for further study, training, or work opportunities within a specific career field. It gives us the opportunity to job shadow, learn from guest speakers, and work with real companies on real projects while fulfilling graduation requirements. By partnering with local organizations, these 4 Proctor Pathways are tightly linked to in-demand local and national careers. Health Sciences and Human Services. Grow your desire in making a positive impact on the future health and well-being of our diverse and complex society. Arts, Global Communication, and Information Systems. Foster your creativity, innovation, and expression while exploring different ways to apply those well-rounded skills in life after high school. Design, engineering, and manufacturing technologies. Feel empowered to step into the role of an engineer, adopt a problem-solving mindset, and make the leap from dreamer to doer. Business, marketing, and entrepreneurship. Explore the varying types of business while gaining communication and marketing skills to thrive in today's business world. The idea is for students to be future-focused. Think about what careers might interest them, then find which pathway and classes they could take to build skills around their interests. Pathways is not about locking students into a single track. It's opening our minds to all the possibilities. Deeply explore a topic in one pathway, or expose yourself to different courses in multiple pathways. Whatever your goal for after high school, Proctor Pathways is here to help students train for tomorrow and find the right track toward a successful future.
Protect your investments this winter with an enclosed trailer from Wittes Trailer Sales, located in Esco. We also sell cargo trailers, utility trailers, snowmobile trailers, and much more. Did you know we stock a full line of Heinecker snowplows? While you're here, shop the largest selection of Mahindra tractors in the area. Don't forget about our service center, ready to tackle jobs of any size. Wittes Trailer Sales in Esco, where customers become friends.
You know, I was a little apprehensive the first time getting hearing aids, but they just made me feel so welcome, like I was the only customer they had. You know, you don't know how bad it is till you get hearing aids. I mean, I can hear my grandchildren when we FaceTime now. I'm watching TV, I understand what people are saying. I don't have to ask for somebody to tell me what they said. And that's what keeps me coming back. And I've got a new set of hearing aids and couldn't be happier.
Stop living with the frustrations of untreated hearing loss. Call today.
Hi, I'm Dr. J with Audiology Concepts at the Grand Rapids, Minnesota location. I have so many patients who tell me, I wish I would have come in sooner because I thought it was just a simple miscommunication here or there, or that the TV just needed to get turned up. Most people with hearing loss in the United States don't have a really severe hearing loss. It's more of a mild to moderate hearing loss, and it happens so gradually over time, you might not even notice it happening. So when you come in, not only have a really great opportunity to give you an update on the status of your hearing, but also to have a conversation about how to protect your hearing.
Family owned and operated, Troy Service Center is a full-service shop with experienced ASE certified technicians. We understand that getting your car fixed or buying new tires can be overwhelming. At Troy's, we handle every repair with accuracy and integrity and back it up with a 2-year, 24K nationwide warranty. From oil changes and tires to major repairs, Troy's Service Center is here for all your automotive needs. Honest advice to help maintain the life of your vehicle. Troy's Service Center, Proctor.
We believe in helping each other to be better, to live fuller, and hear more. Our knowledgeable team delivers the best experience in hearing healthcare, and through our individualized approach that combines cutting-edge practices with the latest technologies, we keep you connected. Audiology Concepts. You'll love what you hear.
Proctor Pizza.
and Sub Shop. Proctor Pizza offers baked pizza, unbaked pizza, subs, tacos, wraps, salads, tater tots, nachos, burritos, and more. Proctor's local family business for over 35 years. Proctor Pizza offers brand new monthly specials, such as the taco pizza, bacon cheeseburger pizza, Hawaiian pizza, and more. Proctor Pizza.
Nemaji Golf Course and Greensview Grill is your home for winter golf.
Proctor's Reed Foundation was established to enable life-enriching academic, art, and athletic activities which cannot rely on traditional funding in the Proctor School District communities. Reed has provided grants for the Imagination Library, numerous sports teams, Rails TV, A Night to Shine, the Playground for Everybody, and most recently, Reed helped the Proctor Fire Department invest in life-saving handheld thermal devices. Visit rea3d.org to learn more about how you can support Reed and help your community.
Wittes Trailer Sales in Esco is your leader for trailer sales, maintenance, and repair in the Northland. With brands such as Aluma, Look, Pace, and more, we have a trailer for every need. Don't forget, we also sell and install snowplows for all vehicle types. Searching for a Mahindra tractor? We have you covered with over 8 different models in stock and ready to tackle projects of all sizes. Wittes Trailer Sales in Esco, where customers become friends.
Can't hear the TV? Need to protect your hearing? Audiology Concepts connects patients to their lives again by offering ear cleanings, providing earplugs for protection in loud environments, and helping people get hearing aids. Audiology Concepts also offer hearing evaluations, verification of hearing aids, and hearing aid repairs. There are 7 different locations across Minnesota and Wisconsin. Audiology Concepts, you'll love what you hear.
I choose Heritage Window and Door because of their reputation and because of their renewal Anderson windows that they have. And their workmanship was fantastic.
I'm so impressed.
Your home is your largest investment. Don't waste your money on cheaper windows. These are the best. It's my money and I'm going to spend it where it's going to do me the best good, and it happened to be Heritage Window and Door.
They really know how to treat a customer.
This has been an excellent experience.
For years, Troy's Service Center has been the go-to auto repair shop in the Proctor community. Quality and efficient repairs make it more convenient to have your vehicle serviced. Troy's has always been for the community. That's why they have been favored by Proctorians alike. But don't just take our word for it. Check out the many reviews on their service. Troy's Service Center can ensure that your vehicle keeps your life driving forward for years to come. Troy's Service Center has been servicing and repairing vehicles for 3 generations. To contact Troy's Service Center, call 218-642-3322 or visit troyservice.com.
And back here at the the Aspire St. Luke Sports and Event Center as we get ready for period number 3. Your score 7-0. The Rails lead. They have led from the onset, as you could probably tell. Your shots on goal for Kelly in the first, he had 16, and he has 37 on goal with 30 saves. And Pockernick has seen 5 shots tonight. All of those shots coming in the second period as we get ready for third period action. Again, want to make sure that we say thank you to our students that we have working tonight, as this is a solely student-run program. Well, except for my voice, of course, because, well, I don't know. Maybe they're a little afraid to do it. Are you afraid to do it? To work on to do play-by-play? You want to do some play-by-play? Well, not tonight because you got to do the score widget, but down the road, I'd love to get you doing some. Let's do that. I'd love that. Oh, Michelle wants to do it too. Luke says absolutely not. You do want to do it? Absolutely not. Allison, you want to do some play-by-play in the near future? And she says not a chance as well. So thank you to our students for being here. Our director and 2 of our leadership, our director Luke Smith and our producer Allison Arpke. Thank you to those 2 for being here. On our cameras, we got Jordan Bierman, we got Michelle Vanner, and Ada Arpke as well. And on our scoreboard, our score widget, our guru extraordinaire, the one, the only, Angela Sunoka. So thank you to them as we are getting ready for puck drop here in the third period. And we are underway, and it is a tie up in the line, and going to win it are going to be the Rails. Coming into the zone is going to be, and they told me how to say his last name, and Sauvigny. Sauvigny gets it into the offensive zone. Now coming up and around the far side is Scallion. Scallion now going to dump it off to the defensive point to Davidson, and that's going to be pickpocketed by Nielsen. Nielsen dumps it back deep, left side. And after it, and to go pick that up is going to be Danucci. Danucci stuck across against the boards as 2 Rails are stuck there as well. And that one's going to go off the pipe, drop out in front, and now going to roll as Nielsen able to pick it up. Nielsen going to get it wide side. And avoiding the body play there was Danucci. That's going to go off the boards. And trying to pick it up is going to be Oliver. Oliver lost his footing. And now here come the Rails back into the offensive zone. It's going to go up and behind the net. That one's going to go up behind the net, gets dropped down. Oh, he's got a nice wheelie cart. My bad. And this one going to get dumped across the board and able to hold the zone, as it looks like the Rails are going to go to a less of a change and let some of these younger lower lines get some time. And this one's going to be dumped in by Parker Swart, and going to try to freeze that one was Kelly. That's Blake Kelly, a sophomore goalie. He's seen his fair share of shots this evening. Peterson to take the draw along with Milkovic. Milkovic wins the draw again for Greenway, and this one's going to be pushed up off the boards. And that one's going to be bumped. Gianna Hansen in the building. And here come the Rails. This is Baker. Baker now turns, looks for help. I had the helper in Paulson, in Peterson there, and that's going to go up off the boards. And again, going to be able to get a hold of that. And knocking that one down is Peterson, as trying to clear the zone was Mandich. Here come the Rails. Hardy can't get out of the fall, and now does on the second attempt. Gets that one to fall and get that goal is going to be Hardy here in the third. So if there was an assist, it should be Hardy from Paulson and possibly Ginn, but I think it's going to be Hardy from Paulson, as Yost comes over to celebrate with him. And they're going to take that puck, as that is Hardy's first goal of his high school career. So now calling for the draw as we are in running time. as it is 8-0 here for
Scoring for
13-42.
your Proctor Rails, his first goal, number 3, Jax Hardy. He got an assist from number 10, Logan Peterson, and number 27, Wes Paulson. Hardy from Peterson and Paulson, that goal coming at 2:35 of period 3.
So there you have it. Hardy getting his first goal of his career, and he draws that assist from Peterson and Paulson at 2:35 of the third. We've seen a lot of firsts tonight for these Rails. Hardy got his first. Also getting his first is Mater and also Giswald, and that would be Rafe Giswald that got his first as well. So good, congratulations to all three of them. And a little on the ice is Paulson. Paulson can't seem to get up. And as the Raiders just keep fighting, here's a shot that goes off the knee of Giswald. That was managed with the slap shot from the point, now left down below. The Rails are going to try to move it up. Giswald goes far side. This is picked up by Wynn. Wynn takes a shot. Now that's going to go wide side. And picking up is brother Rafe. Rafe gets it. Now going to go the other side. And Cage is off the footing. So we got a whistle and it'll stay in the zone, as I think it was Greenway that knocked it off, as in Kelly. I'm not sure, but I think that is the case. So we took the clock off our score widget, but I'll let you know there is about 12 minutes left here in the third, and we are running time, and that is because for some reason it wasn't syncing properly with the widgets. So just so you have a proper score time, back to get this face off is Davidson. Davidson pushes it right side, picked up by Oliver. Oliver now going to try to move out of the offensive zone, but loses the puck. Here come the Raiders. Raiders far left side. This is Nielsen. Nielsen looking for some help. Now coming up all the way around the cage. Now going to put it right in the slot. He was waiting. He thought he might have had Alto there, but Alto had kind of taken a step off and almost fallen off as he got body play. This one's turned out. Oliver going to try to push it up and does. And pushing it out. This is Thrush. Thrush going to turn. Takes that fired shot. That's off the blocker of stick side of Kelly. And the Rails will try to hold the zone, but now getting in there and getting a good job is Danucci. Danucci put a big body on Sauvigny. Gotta love that name, Sauvigny. Another like Hammer. It's a good sports name. That shot at Pockernick. Pockernick's the first shot that he's seen in a while. That one right off the blocker, or off the paddle out front. Nice try to come up and around as Nielsen. Nielsen will get another shot, and right there is Pockernick, and he'll get the save. That is a good save there by William Pockernick, the senior-minded goaltender. Malkovich and Peterson to take the draw, and Greenway will hold the zone, coming up and around. This is Woodman. Woodman has the puck below the line, now pushes the top side, gets knocked off the puck. Coming up and getting it are going to be the Rails. This is Baker. Baker across the line. He's got help. Baker gets it knocked off his stick and now out of the zone, but there to pick it up are the Rails. Parker Swart going to go far right side, now going to draw it in is going to be Peterson. He gets it deep. Peterson, Densler. And Baker on the ice for the Rails. And here comes the Raiders. Ginn and Philman just had a meeting of the minds there. Now coming back up. Here comes Peterson. Peterson knocked off and stick on the ice. And now getting a little bit more physical. And we are going to get a penalty called for a roughing. It's going to go, I'm going to guess that's going to go against Densler. You can show Densler go into the box if you want. Densler's going to get 2 minutes for roughing here at the 9-10 minute mark of the third. Fans, stay with us at the end of the game. We'll come back. We'll take a quick break here from three of our sponsors, and then when we come back, we'll have our 3 stars of the game.
For 15, Dylan Densler. That's Densler roughing. That penalty called at 7:50 of period 3.
So just doing a little bit of teaching there. Sorry about that, folks. So again, at the end of the game, when the clock has hit 0, I'm saying this for my students, everybody at home, we'll take a break. We'll hear from 3 of our sponsors, and then we'll come back with our three stars of the game as the Rails are working to do their part to clear the zone. And that's going to go up off the panel, up and over the board, or off over the cage. And Greenway doing a nice job setting up on this power play, trying to make something happen, trying to break this 0. Far right side. That one is a shot by Nielsen. Nielsen can't get it to fall and going to hold the zone is Danucci. Danucci skates in, takes a shot, but that's going to go off the leg of Gomez. Gomez now up into the offensive zone, has help far right side. This is Giswald. Can't get it to go as it was hard to reach and go grab as the Rails try to do their part to make something happen with a shorty. Here come the Rails again. Oliver pushes it far side. This is picked up by Thrush. Thrush going to give it off. And now 3 green jerseys there, but picked up by Giswald. Giswald knocked off the puck. Now coming back the other way is Greenway. Philman stops, turns, and the Rails are now at full strength. So the Rails have killed off both penalty kills that they've had tonight and are 2 for 2. This is going to be knocked out of the zone. Trying to hang on and get it to do something are the Rails. Davidson has help with Ross. Ross dropped back to Davidson. Now can't hang on to it, and that's going to knock off and be picked up by Greenway. That's going to get past the waiting stick of Hardy, and no ice going to be called as he could have had the attempt to play that. Now Hardy's going to play it back. This is Ross. Ross gets some speed out of his own defensive zone. Now going to get up and around. Stauber is right there. Pushes it into the zone. And that's going to be kicked far side. Ross pushes it back down, but Hardy right there to help. Pinched on the board. Hardy takes the puck. Now turns back down. Low circle. Coming in. Tries to put it in. Ross tried to go right side, and it was just too far as the Greenway stick got a piece of it. This is going to be put into the high edge, and that's going to go in. And that's going to go to Parker Swart, and Swart will get the goal with Yost getting the assist. So Swart from Yost for sure. And we'll have the puck drop here, and it is down and picked up by the Rails. Rails do a nice job of winning that battle. Shot coming. Stick out of the hand. Coming out is Kelly. Kelly gets dropped on by one of his own players and a Rail.
Swart, he got an assist from number 7, Brecken Ross, and number 3, Jax Hardy. That's Swart from Ross and Hardy. That goal coming at 10:56 of period 3.
Well, they say Ross and Hardy. I say it might have been, but I got to tell you that I'm a firm believer that that first shot came from the edge down from Yost. But I'm not on that side, so I'm not 100% sure. So the Raiders doing a nice job here, 9-0, but they are still battling. And here comes Nielsen. Nielsen drives through, takes a shot. That one goes right side. That's up off the board. Now going to be picked up by the Rails. No, now pushed back in. And off to the races is Paulson. Paulson into the offensive zone. He tried to hit Giswald there. Giswald just couldn't get his stick down fast enough. And now having to hold his own is Rafe. Rafe pushes it. Oh, he gives it off to Ginn, but Ginn has to retreat. Far side. Paulson dumps it in. Malmstrom goes down. Malm is seeing a lot of ice time tonight. Far right side. This is Yost. Takes the fire. Can't get it to fall. Pardon me, that was Paulson. Couldn't get it to fall. And now we're going to go all the way down 2-7 versus 2-7 and no doing. 3:41 here. Clock ticking. 9-0. Rails lead Greenway. They jumped out early in the first at a score of 4-0 at the end of one, 7-0 at the end of two, and have put two more on here in the third. Ross to take the draw. Pardon me, that was not Ross, that was Paxton Gomez. Looked like a 7 on how it was. And that's going to go down and be another icing, and the clock will continue to round. Again, a huge thank you to our sponsors. Got a couple reads I'll get out of the way here while we're getting some things going. Fans, for scores and stats from this game and others played across the state today, visit the Strib Varsity Boys Hockey Hub, the premier online source for Minnesota high school boys hockey stats, scores, schedules, stories, rankings, recruiting news, live streams, and more. That's Strib Varsity at stribvarsity.com. Also coming out tomorrow, the Strib Varsity's Boys Hockey Minnesota Top 25 Dream Team are all set to be reviewed. Visit stribvarsity.com tomorrow to see which teams and players made that list. And again, huge thank you to Strib Varsity for including our students here at Rails TV as part of their broadcast network. We really do appreciate that. Also, thank you to our students, our director, Luke Smith, producer, Allison Arpke, on the cameras, our Jordan Bierman, Michelle Van Aert, Ada Arpke, and on the score widget, the one, the only, Angela Sanoka. So thank you so much to our students for being here. Again, when we hit zeros on the clock, we will take a quick break, and then we will come back with our 3 stars of the game, and then we'll get these students cleaned up, packed up, and head them home. And again, we appreciate all of you for being with us tonight and being part of our broadcast and the reason why we do our broadcast. Well, maybe. And Paul Peterson tried to get that one to drop. Now gets it back. Takes a shot from the point. That's going to go off of the cage of Kelly, and that one's now going to get out of the zone. We are 1 minute remaining here in the third period, and we're going to have an icing, and it'll be come back down the other way. So the Raiders battling until the very end as they are skating way down, get down to the offensive zone, try to get that puck up and try to get one in. And coming out of it is going to be Paulson. Paulson's going to knock that one all the way down, but that's going to be icing, and it'll come back down the other way, but only 15 ticks on the clock as the clock is winding down, and then that should do it. I'm not sure that they'll get another face-off done, and they will not, and that'll be it. So your final score here from the Aspire St. Luke's Sports and Event Center is 9-0. Your Rails go to 1-1. The Greenway Raiders go to 1-2. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back after we hear from our messages from our sponsors. We'll be back right after this.
Raiders nothing, saves in.
Family owned and operated, Troy's Service Center is a full-service shop with experienced ASE certified technicians. We understand that getting your car fixed or buying new tires can be overwhelming. At Troy's, we handle every repair with accuracy and integrity and back it up with a 2-year, 24K nationwide warranty. From oil changes and tires to major repairs, Troy's Service Center is here for all your automotive needs. Honest advice to help maintain the life of your vehicle. Troy's Service Center, Proctor.
We believe in helping each other to be better, to live fuller and hear more. Our knowledgeable team delivers the best experience in hearing healthcare, and through our individualized approach that combines cutting-edge practices with the latest technologies, we keep you connected. Audiology Concepts. You'll love what you hear.
Proctor Pizza and Sub Shop. Proctor Pizza offers baked pizza, unbaked pizza, subs, tacos, wraps, salads, tater tots, nachos, burritos, and more. Proctor's local family business for over 35 years. Proctor Pizza offers brand new monthly specials, such as the taco pizza, bacon cheeseburger pizza, Hawaiian pizza, and more. Proctor Pizza.
So back here at the Aspire St. Luke Sports and Event Center, I want to thank you all for being with us tonight. We do appreciate it. As you can see, your score, 9-0. The Rails take the victory here, their home opener. Drew Yost, a freshman just leaving the ice. Great outing for him as well as for Jax Hardy, and just a great job by them. Real quick, our stars of the game. I want to give the number 3 star to Greenway Raiders as a whole. They came out, they got beat up tonight, folks, but boy, I tell you what, they played from whistle to whistle like it was a 0-0 hockey game, and I do commend their ability to really do their thing, stay in this game, and not get chippy and not get outside of themselves in a game that could have went sideways. So 3rd star goes to them. Our 2nd star is going to go to Brecken Ross. Brecken Ross, great job tonight again. Senior leadership across the board, can make amazing moves. Got the scoring started with back-to-backers, one with an assist, one without, and just did an amazing job as well. And I'm going to give our number 1 star to a combined. I mean, we had 4 guys tonight that scored their very first goals of their careers. You had Rafe Giswald that got his, Eli Mader got his, Jackson Hardy got his, and also Parker Swart got his. So our number 1 star is going to go to that young crew, that young crew that's going to have to bring us to where we need to be, since we are a very young team after graduating 12 seniors last year, and only having 6 total on this whole team, and only 4 that are on the varsity roster at this point. So, you know, having a talk with both Coach Ward and Coach Laspy before the game, you know, they talked about that youth. That youth was going to really have to shine through and really push things, and you could see that, you know, a good chunk of tonight's action was from that youth crew. So that number 1 star will go to all of those folks. Well, I take that back. I think I got to add one more on there. Because if I remember correctly, Mr. Yost got his first tonight as well. No? Just the assist? Oh, that was the last game. All right. I'm trying to do all my stats and all the talk and all the things, but I appreciate my students here. So that's where we are. Those are our 3 stars. I want to, again, thank you to the fans. Thank you to our sponsors. Thank you to Strip Varsity for having us. Thank you to my students. My students, without them, we are not here. We can't do this. And most important, thank you to the fans, because without the fans, there's no reason for them to do this. So on behalf of myself, my students, Strip Varsity, we want to thank you for stopping by. We'll see you next time.
At Proctor Public Schools, we're more than just a district. We're a journey. Every day, our teachers, staff, and students work together, building knowledge, confidence, and character, mile by mile. From our early learners to our graduates ready for the world ahead, we're fueling curiosity, connecting ideas, and driving innovation, all while keeping our eyes on the horizon. Because here in Proctor, we don't just ride the rails, we are the rails, educating, engaging, and inspiring the next generation to go full steam ahead.